Great. So coming onto your mat. Propping yourself up if you need to, so getting a cushion if you need one, just to lift the hips a little bit, and then letting the knees drop out nice and comfortable, closing the eyes and just taking a few nice deep breaths into the belly, into the rib cage, into the shoulders. So inhale, breath comes all the way in, close the eyes, and then exhale, just gently hug and lift the pelvic floor. So that's squeezing the pelvic floor. You just give a gentle lift, navel goes in towards the spine, and just engage the pelvic floor muscles. And again, inhaling. Push down through the sitting bones, lengthen through the spine, exhale. And again. Okay, this time we're going to inhale, hold the breath in. Exhale. Hold the breath out. Inhale. Hold the breath. Slowly exhale. Hold the breath out. So this time, inhale to the count of 4. Hold the breath in for 5. Exhale for 8. Nice, slow exhale. Hold the breath out for 5. We're going to take 3 more rounds. So inhale for 5. Hold the breath in. Exhale for 8. Hold the breath out. 2 more in your own time this time. Just a few nice deep breaths to clear the mind. Bring the palms of the hands to the chest. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the ceiling. Interlock the fingers, push the palms of the hands up towards the ceiling. And then just gently leaning over to the side. So keep pushing and stretching. Push down through the sitting bones. Inhale. And exhale, come all the way back through. Inhale over to the other side. Stretch. And exhale, come back through. Inhale, look up. And exhale, take the chin down towards the chest. Stretch out the back of the neck and the shoulders. Inhale, look up. And exhale, bring the arms down in goalpost. Make sure that the elbows are lifted and the palms of the hands are in line with the elbows. And then inhale, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades apart at the back, interlock the fingers. And just stretch all in between the shoulder blades at the back. And again, 2 more rounds. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift the chest, slide it up towards the ceiling. Exhale, take the chin down towards the chest. And just really reach those shoulder blades down on the back. Take them down away from the ears and open up in between the shoulder blades. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, take the hands down behind you, push into the fingertips, into the knuckles, into the heel of the hand. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift the chest up. Look up. Exhale, come through. Now just slowly walk the hands out in front, fold forward. Listen in for any knee pulls and just gently come down. Palms of the hands facing up. 3 breaths. Good. Just emptying out the mind as you do it. Keep the left foot tucked in towards the groin. Take the right leg out to the side. Flex the foot. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist and face the right foot and gently fold forward. I'm going to take 3 deep breaths in here. So this is a nice passive pose. We're not pushing, we're not pulling. We're just finding a little bit of stretch in there, a little bit of stillness. Come back through. Bring the right leg into the groin. Take the left foot out and flex it. Push down through the heel and the back of the knee. Inhale. Lengthen the spine. Exhale. Twist and face the left foot and fold forward. So fold forward. Make sure that both sitting bones are pushing into the floor. The palms can be facing up. Now follow the breath. 3 lovely, deep, soft breaths into the belly, the rib cage, the shoulders. On the exhale, come back through. Take both legs out in front. Inhale, lift the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. So you can just wobble from side to side on the sitting bones, get a little bit of a stretch in there, and then draw the toes back. So hands on the toes if you can reach. If not, just bring them onto the calves, the shins, and then breathe. 3 breaths. Nice. On the exhale, come back through. We're going to roll all the way down onto the mat. So nice and slowly inhale, feel the core, and then lower yourself down. Inhale, hug the knees in towards chest. Exhale, push down through the feet, up into bridge. Lift the hips up, push down through the feet. On the next exhale, gently lower the spine back down onto the mat, hug the knees back in. Slide the hands down onto the arches of the feet, draw the knees down towards the armpits. Inhale, exhale. And come back through. Little flick of the hips, so push down through the hands, flick the hips up, roll through the spine. 3, 2. We're going to come onto our hands and knees for the last one. Push down, step back with the feet, take the knees down, take the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lower yourself down onto the forearms. Exhale, wave through the spine. And again. I'm going to do one more. Roll through the spine. Push up into plank. And then drop the shoulders. Or if you want to keep the knees on the floor, it's up to you. We're coming down all the way to the mat. So squeeze the upper arms together. Push into the fingertips. Lower yourself down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, back down. Inhale. Coming up into cobra. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Hips up, heels down. Push down through the left heel, bend the right knee. And over to the other side. We're going to take 2 more rounds, just exactly like that. Take the knees down. Inhale, hips to heels. Exhale, waves through the spine into plank. Squeeze the upper arms together. Drop the shoulders forward, hold your weight, lower it down. Take the knees down if you need to. Inhale, cobra. Exhale. Through the front of the body, inhale. Lift. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Push down through the left heel, bend the right knee. And over to the other side. Drop back down onto your knees. Inhale onto the forearms, exhale. Into plank. Your choice, your version, either knees down or just drop the shoulders down, push into the fingertips. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale it down. Inhale. Cobra, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Push down through the left heel, bend the right knee. And then over to the other side. Bend both knees, walk the hands back towards the feet. Wrap the arms around the back of the knees. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly roll up. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, chair pose. Hips back, knees over the ankles. If you've got a block, grab your block. It's always good to keep a block squeezing in towards your internal seam. Hold it there, 3 breaths. Hips back, knees over the ankles. Big toes are touching. Shoulders are dropped nice and relaxed. So you're not reaching out all strong, but just nice and relaxed in the shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Bend and fold. Inhale into the feet. Exhale, lengthens through the spine. Half lift. Soften, push into the feet. Inhale. Reach all the way up. Lift the chest. Open the arms. Breath of freedom. Exhale, fold. We're going to do 2 more. Inhale, squeeze the legs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Push into the toes. Lift. Push into the toes. Squeeze the block together if you've got one. If not, don't worry. Just keep holding it nice and strong. Arms out to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And roll down onto the heel. Bend the knees, slide the hips back in space. Fold forward. Release your block if you've got one. Walk the hands back out in front. Into plank. Into downward facing dog. We're going to start with the right leg. Lift. Ball of the left foot. Bend and soften the left knee. Sweep the right knee into the chest and step it through. Grounding down through both feet. Inhale, wave up, roll up. And then just sink into the hips a little bit. So you should be getting a hip flexor stretch on the left-hand side. Just take your hands onto the hips. Make sure that you're not sinking the left hip down, but just lift it up. Inhale, reach up. Go for a small back bend. Keep pushing the right heel towards the left big toe. Nice. And exhale, hands come down. Take the left knee down, half splits. Push down through the right heel, send the hips towards the left heel. Just let every breath count, come back through. Take the left hand to the right big toe. We're going to twist into the right hand side. And then as you're twisting, see if you can push the right heel down and the right hip down. Lift the left hip so you're really in the upper back. Look up towards the right hand if you can. Keep trying to level off the hips. Hold it there. Inhale. Good. Exhale down. Half splits. See if we can point the right toe, the right foot, and flex. And point. And flex. Come back through. Both hands down. Step back into plank. Drop the shoulders, the knees if you want to. All the way down. Inhale, cobra. Upward facing dog. Push into the top of the feet. downward facing dog. Roll over the toes, push down through both heels, and then come up onto the toes, come up, push down through the toes, so you're right in the toe joints here, and then roll back down into the heels. Get the calves stretching out, wave the hips from side to side. And left hand side lift, ball of the right foot, bend and soften. Hug it in towards the chest and step it through. Foundation, lengthen, sink the hips, and see if we can find a small back bend. And exhale it back through. Right knee comes down, push down through the left heel, half splits. 3 breaths. Good. On the exhale, come back through the right hand to the left big toe, moving into our twist. So remember to keep the right hip lifted, push down through the left hip, and then twist into the upper back. 3 breaths. Good. Come back down. Little revisit to half splits. And exhale it through. Both hands come down, step back into plank. Okay, so just a little bit of cardio just to warm us up. Keep the chin away. We're going to inhale, slide the hips to the heels. Exhale, little jump forward. Try and really lift the hips up. You can inhale, come up onto the toes. Exhale, bend and fold. Step or jump back. I'm going to take 10 rounds. So you can go slower, take 5, go half time, or keep up with me if you want. Inhale. Reach up. Lift the hips. Inhale, hips, send the hips back. Make sure you send the hips back. You're using your core to lift you. You're lifting the hips up. Reach up. Exhale, 3. 4. Step back if you want. 5. 6. 7. 8. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Hands come down, step it back. Knees come down, cross the legs behind you and pop yourself over. Take the legs out nice and wide. Inhale. Exhale, twist and face the right leg. Forward fold. Keep going. Coming up, inhale. Exhale over to the left. Just working with the breath to soften and relax, just stretching out. End of the day. Good. Come back through. Inhale, reach up. Bring the hands in underneath the knees, bend the knees. Bring the knees in towards each other into boat. If you can, let go of the knees. Keep the chest drawing in towards the thighs, thighs in towards the chest. 3 breaths. Good. Both feet down. Roll down through the spine. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Inhale, exhale into bridge. Lift it up. Take the hands, place the hands underneath the hips, and then walk the feet back towards the elbows and come up onto the toes. See if we can send the right leg all the way up towards the ceiling. Good, exhale it down. Over to the other side. Stay on the toes if you can. Push the foot up. You can flex or point the foot, it doesn't matter. You don't need to have to straighten the knee either. A little bend in the knee is fine. Good, one, and down. Roll down through the spine. Inhale, hug the knees in towards the chest and hug them down towards the armpits. Just going to roll from side to side. Push down through the feet. Come up into bridge one more time. Take the hands, place them underneath the hips, keep the chest lifted. See if you can, so just experimenting, maybe take one leg up off the floor. See if you can support yourself and take the other leg up off the floor and take both legs up to the ceiling. Good, lower the left leg. Nice and slowly, lower the right leg and roll down through the spine. Hug the knees in. A nice deep exhale. Good. 3 rolls to come up. Flex the hips. Get some momentum going. You can come all the way up onto the shoulders and come through. Push down. Step back into plank. Into downward facing dog. Push down through the right heel. Bend the left knee and over to the other side. See if we can take a little twist in here. So we're going to take the left hand over to the right ankle. Look underneath the right armpit. And then over to the other side. So the right hand to the left ankle, look underneath the left armpit. Twist, push the hips up, push the heels down, and come back through. So before we come out of downward facing dog, just push yourself onto the fingers and the knuckles. So you're lifting the heel of the hand off the mat. A nice stretch in there. So if you've been on the computer, been onto the laptop, you know, been typing away, this is a really nice one for the fingers. Just gently wave the hips from side to side. Keep that pressure going for just a minute longer. And then roll back down. Inhale up onto the toes. Sweep the heels over to the left, bend the knees, send the hips back. And then exhale. So inhale, twisted dog. The hips lean over to the left, the knees bend and push. Little launch forward. 3, push, 2, 1. Over to the other side. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, hips go all the way back up towards the sky. Exhale, jump it through. Inhale, reach up. This time take the right hand over, left hand under. We're going to lean over to the right hand side. Squeeze the legs together. If you've got a block, use your block. And then left hand over right hand under. Squeeze the block or the pillow or the book, whatever you've got. Lean over to the left hand side. Good. Bring both hands down. Just going to gently place them on the lower back, the base of the spine. Inhale, bend the knees, push into the feet. Exhale, roll through the front of the body. Slide the hips forward, lift the chest up towards the ceiling. Look up. And then see if you can interlock the hands behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Bend the knees, send the hips back. Forward fold, push the hands up towards the ceiling and see if you can stretch out the back of the legs here. 3 breaths. So with the breathing, just using it as an opportunity to listen into the body, see what's going on. Bend the knees, send the hips back. We're coming back into chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, reach up. Squeeze the block if you still got it in between your legs. Exhale, then twist. Bring the elbow in towards the knee. Push them towards each other and come back through. Inhale. Exhale, other side. Feel the opening in the shoulder. Look up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the legs together. Inhale, reach up. Good. Exhale, hold it there. Deep squat. Good. Sweep the arms down alongside the body. Take them out to the back. Palms of the hands are facing each other. Try and take the hips back. Keep the knees over the ankles. Just being really aware of that pose. Knees over ankles. And then come all the way back through. Inhale, reach up. Little back bend. Exhale, bend and fold. On the way down, release your block. Step back into plank. So rock forward all the way onto the tips of the toes and then back through the toes. And again, one more right up onto the tops of the feet, tops of the toes. And exhale it back. Bring the left hand into center. Open up through the right hand side, side plank. You can take your knee down at any point if you want to, just to give yourself a little bit of support. So always take the variations you need to keep your body supported so you're not putting pressure on the lower back. Over to the other side. Come through into plank, into downward facing dog. Let the head go, let the neck go. Just enjoy downward facing dog. It is a relaxation pose. It's a resting pose. So hold it there. Take your time. Inhale, lift the right leg. Walk the hands back towards the left foot. Come up onto the fingertips. Soften the left knee. Inhale, push into the left foot. Exhale. Warrior 3. 5 breaths. So attention on the hips, just make sure that the hips are level. There might be a desire to lift that right hip up a bit, but just push it down as if you've got 2 headlights just going straight down onto the mat. Nice, soften the left knee, come up into tree pose. Right foot comes into the groin. Reach the arms up to the ceiling. Inhale, reach up. On the exhale, as you bring the elbows down, bring the knee into the front and then we are going to circle the right knee. So lifting it up, see if we can lift the foot up as high as well, really hike that foot up. And as you come down, keep your hands level with the chest, goalposts. Inhale, exhale, keep pushing into the left leg. Now bend the left knee, bring that right knee back up and through. Reverse the movement. Good. Take the right leg out in front and come back through. So now we're going to reach behind with the left hand, take hold of the right foot into ballerina, hold it there. And if it feels good at this point, you can soften the left knee, take the right hand down and see if we can open up the right hand side. So push the knee up towards the ceiling, keep the left hand on the right foot. So you're hugging the right heel into the buttocks. Good, exhale. Walk the hands back out in front. Drop the right foot down. Take the feet nice and wide to the edges of the mat. And let the head go, let the head hang. Just gently wave the hips from side to side. Okay, over to the other side. So bring the feet back in towards each other a little bit. Left hand side, lift the left leg. Walk the hands back towards the right foot. Push down into the right foot, bend the right knee, get the pressure right. So you're really balancing into that right foot. Focus, inhale, exhale, lift. Just use the breath to soothe you, to relax you, to keep your balance. And slowly come through tree pose. Left foot comes onto the right inner thigh. Look straight ahead. Reach the arms out towards the ceiling, or you can bring them into the chest. So listen to the sound of the breath. Just let your body be completely guided by the breath. Every time you find the mind wandering off, just gently bring it back. Okay, and we are going to bring the left knee up, take it all the way round to the back. Goalpost arms. So flat back, lift the elbows. Bend the left knee, take hold of the left foot. Ballerina. And forward fold, if it feels good. If it feels good, push the left heel into the bum. Lift the left knee. Feel the stretch all down the back of the right leg. Good, and release. Push down into the right foot. So foundation first, come up. Hoik the left knee up, the left foot up, bring it all the way back to the front. Inhale, kick the left leg out. Exhale, hands come down. Both feet come down. Both knees come down. Take the arms, the hands to the corners of the mat. As far forward as you can. Slide the chest down towards the floor. Push the hips up to the ceiling. And take 3 slow, deep breaths in here. So just lower yourself down gently. You can come onto the chin or onto the forehead. And come back through. Come onto the forearms now. Step back into low plank. Push down through the toes. Keep the hips lifted. And I'm going to walk the feet up towards the elbows, just as far as it feels comfortable. Maybe you get to place your head on the ground and then push up. Maybe that's not happening today. Okay, and step it back. Both knees come down nice and wide. Take the feet wide as well and see if you can sink the hips down in between the feet. So if it's painful in the knees, then don't do it. Just listen in, see what feels good today. Sink those hips back. Keep the feet as wide as you can, knees wide, and just see what's going on all in around the hip area, in the groin. And take the forehead to the mat. Good, and come back through. Come back through. Step back into plank, up into downward facing dog. Push down through the left heel, bend the right knee, and over to the other side. Good, last sequence today. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, lift that right leg all the way up to the ceiling. All of the left foot. Bend and soften the left knee, sweep the right knee into the chest. From here, we're going to inhale. We're going to push into the left foot. So what you want to do is try and keep the chest as close to the left thigh as possible. And we're just going to do a little kick up. 5, 4. Try and think of your hips as light as possible. 3. Push into the fingertips and the hands. 2. 1. Good. Walk the hands back towards the left foot. Come up. Inhale, reach up. Take the right leg out in front. Exhale, step it forward and take the left heel horizontal. So warrior 2. Inhale, sweep the right arm all the way to the back of the room. And see if you can take the left hand behind and just rest it on the right quad. So the right glute, sorry. Opening up through the right hand side, hold it and breathe. Exhale, slide the hips back. Trikonasana, triangle pose. So see if you can keep the triangle pose without leaning on the right leg, the right shin at all. Just let the right arm drop down towards the mat. Soften the right knee, come back into warrior two. Take the right foot forward, so you're twisting and facing the other side. We're going to bring the heels in, big toes out. So we're sinking down. We're just going to inhale, exhale. Inhale, hips back, exhale. 3, cross it over, 2, 1, and through center. Over to the other side, push into the feet, bring it up and round. Hips back, 4, 3, 2, 1, sink down. Going to sink down towards the right foot, open up through the left hand side, twist. Come back through, inhale, over to the other side, twist. Come back through, big toes, come, your feet are parallel, slide the hands down the back of the legs, wide-legged forward fold. So wide-legged forward fold, push down through the feet, let the head go. We're going to take 5 deep breaths in here. Push the sitting bones up towards the ceiling. Just enjoying the inversion. One last breath. Inhale nice and slowly. Exhale. When we exhale, we come back through. We're sweeping the right foot back forward, moving through warrior two. Taking both hands down, stepping back with the right foot, downward facing dog. Just walk the heels back, bend the knees. Good. Left hand side lift. Ball of the right foot. Bend and soften, hug the left knee in. Step it through. Into warrior two. Sweep the left arm away, right arm comes behind. Slide the hips back, Trikonasana. Left hand to left foot, open up through the right hand side. And come back through, both feet are wide. So the same thing, heels come in, big toes out. I know I forgot the handstand, we're going to do that at the end. Inhale over to the right, push up and round. Drop it down, keep the hips as far back as you can so that you're not putting any pressure on your knees. Inhale, exhale, 3, 2, 1, over to the other side. Really pushing to the feet. 5, Good. Little twist. Sink down, take the hand down to right hand down to left foot, open up through the left shoulder. And over to the other side. Make sure that the feet are flat on the floor. Come through center, bring the feet parallel and forward fold. 5 breaths. Nice, deep, slow breaths. Really let the weight of the head go, so there's no holding, no tension in the neck. You can move your head from side to side. Just make sure you're not holding on anywhere in the neck. Good. Into warrior 2, so coming up nice and slowly, warrior 2. Then move the right arm down and round. Take the left leg back, bring the right foot in. No, sorry. Left foot in, right leg back. We're just going to do a few handstand preps for this side. Inhale, push. Exhale, lift. No, it's the other side. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Right foot in, left leg out. Inhale, push into the fingertips, into the knuckles. Keep the thigh and the chest as close as you can, and then lift the hips from there. Okay, knees come down. Cross the legs behind you. Pop yourself over. Take both legs out in front. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Now see if you can release the feet and just place the palms of the hands facing up and the forearms on the floor. So it doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter if you're not flat, just try and hinge from the hips as much as you can. 3 breaths. Come back through. Cross the right leg over the left leg. So bend the knee, bring the right foot up. Take the right elbow to the right knee, push down through both sitting bones and lengthen through the left hand side. Inhale, exhale to the back of the room, push the elbow into the knee and twist. So lots of shoulder work today. 2 more breaths in here. Now take hold of the right big toe with the right hand. We're going to come through, and as we come through, we're going to take the right leg out in front. Push the foot into the hand into the foot. Hold it there. And release it down, left hand side. Bend the knee. Sit up nice and tall. Bring the elbow in towards the knee. Get the traction nice and strong. Inhale, reach up, lengthen through the spine. Exhale to twist. So the right shoulder blade is really pushing down, squeezing down, and you're drawing that right shoulder open as much as you can. Looking to the back of the room while squeezing the elbow in towards the knee, just to get the spinal twist. Take hold of left big toe. See if we can stretch out leg. See if you can keep that right leg and the left leg in the hand, and then bring the right leg up to meet it. So the knees can be bent, or you can go for a straight leg if you want. 3 breaths. Slowly bring the soles of the feet together. Knees drop out to the side. Wrap the hands around the toes, sorry, and then walk the hands forward. Knees drop out to the side. So just listen in for any knee stuff. If it's a little tight, if it's pulling, then just ease back. You don't have to go any further. Push into the fingertips, 3 breaths. If it feels comfortable, you can come down onto the forearms, palms facing up. Good. Slowly come back through. Take both legs out in front. Inhale, lean in. Exhale very slowly, with control, coming all the way down. Inhale, hug the knees in towards the chest. And on the exhale, we're going to go into a shoulder stand. So if you've got any neck issues, then I advise you not to do the shoulder stand, but just to take the right foot onto the left knee, reach through the left leg and put it towards you. And just listen in. If there's any pain whatsoever in the neck, then don't do this. But if it's feeling good, see if we can flick the hips up towards the ceiling. Take the hands to the hips. Tuck the buttocks in, point the toes. Slowly start to let the right leg drop down towards the floor, if you have space. Keep pushing the left leg up towards the ceiling, so that right knee drops down. And then bend the left knee, start to send the right foot back up towards the ceiling. The left knee drops down, stretch it out. And come back through. Bend both knees, see if you can get them down towards the shoulders. If it's not happening today, stretch out the legs, just see how far you go. They do not need to touch the floor. Just get that lower back stretching, which is working for you, and follow the breath. 3 breaths. Good, exhale. Slowly, slowly, slowly release the spine back onto the floor. Take the feet to the edges of the mat. Take the arms out to the side. And just windscreen wide for the feet, over to the right, over to the left. I mean the feet, the knees, sorry, over to the right, over to the left. Little spinal twist to finish. Bring the right foot in. Place the right foot on the left knee. And then drop both knees over to the right hand side. Exhale, come back through, over to the other side. So just placing the left foot gently on the right knee, drop both knees over to the left-hand side, head over to the right, or you can just look straight up. If it feels too much in the shoulders and the neck, then just look straight up. 3 breaths. On the exhale, come back through, reach the arms over the head, stretch the legs out. Take a deep stretch through the right hand side, over to the left hand side. Grab your blankets or anything you need for the relaxation, bend the knees, push up into a final mini bridge, lift the hips up, and then when you're ready, you're rolling down through the spine so that your body is nice and straight for your relaxation meditation. So getting nice and comfortable. Lighting candles if you want to, putting incense or essential oils on your wrists, whatever you want to do, and then closing the eyes. So just making any final adjustments you need to make for the yoga nidra and the meditation. It's 15 minutes long, so get nice and comfortable. This is a real opportunity for the body just to absorb all the stretching, all the good work you've done, and for the mind to focus on the body and the breath and let everything else go. So eyes are closed. And the awareness, you're starting to focus the awareness back on the inhale and the exhale, just the rise and fall of the belly. Allow all the muscles in the body to relax and soften. So every time you find yourself being distracted by various different thoughts, what's been going on in your day, acknowledge the thought and let it go. Move on. Moving into the practice of Yoga Nidra, as I named the part of the body, taking your awareness there, just a moment, touching in and moving on to the next area. So we're keeping it moving all the time, just keeping that awareness moving around the body, the awareness of all the different sensations inside of the body. Starting at the crown of the head. The third eye, the point in between the eyebrows. Both eyes together. The eyelids feel heavy. Moving down to the nose, the tip of the nose, the nostrils. To the mouth, the top lip and the bottom lip, the jaw. To all the muscles in the face. The back of the head. Feel the weight of the head and the back of the neck and the throat. The whole of the head. Slowly start to move down into the shoulders and shoulder blades. The upper arms, the elbows, the lower arms, the palms of the hands, the fingers and the fingertips. Both arms together. So from the crown of the head all the way down through the face and into all the way down through the arms and into the fingertips. Working your way back up through the arms into the chest. Into the rib cage and the diaphragm. And into the belly. Feeling the rise and the fall of the belly. Just softening and relaxing each and every part of the body. Feeling the direct sensation of your body. Moving out to the hips and down through the legs. The legs feel heavy, as if they've been weighted down. And gently, slowly work your way down through the thighs, the back of the knees and the kneecaps, the calves and the shins, all the way down into the ankles. Again, if you've been distracted 10, 15 times, that's totally fine. Just remind yourself you're in the practice of Yoga Nidra. You're keeping the awareness on the sensation inside the body. Connecting with the breath. And then just moving into the feet. So the tops of the feet, the soles of the feet, the arches of the feet, toe pads, and into the toes. Both feet together. Both legs and both feet. The lower half of the body. Your root chakra, your grounding energy, the energy which draws down into the earth. The whole of the body. The whole of the body. From the crown of the head all the way down to the toes, just tracing that energetic vibration, the vibration of your body, just tuning in just for the last few moments. Just acknowledging how you're feeling, how you felt when you arrived on the mat, how you're feeling now. The whole of the body. And when you are ready, just sealing the practice with an affirmation to yourself. So a short, personal, unique affirmation to you, and just repeating it 3 times. Maybe deciding to keep it for the whole of the month of January, just to work on one particular theme, one particular affirmation. Keep it short, keep it simple, keep it meaningful. And when you are ready, bringing some movement into your hands and feet, your fingers and toes. Hugging the knees in towards the chest and rolling over onto your right hand side. Taking a nice deep breath on your side and slowly pushing yourself up into seated pose.